Hey, what's up guys? Talk movies with us. Back again with another movie review. We just picked up this Scream Factory called Slither, right?
And we had never seen it.
Not at all. Complete blind buy, but have heard.
Yeah, when we did our Belko Experiment review, a lot of people commented saying, oh, you need to watch Slither, you need to watch Slither.
Yeah.
So we got the Scream Factory, we obviously unboxed it for the channel, but we watched it, and now we're reviewing it.
Very rarely we buy a movie and watch it the same day we receive it.
I know.
But we've just heard overwhelmingly positive things, and we've got to say we enjoyed the heck out of this movie.
Yes, it was super cheese.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Super fun.
And just overall, just a very well done B horror movie. Quick summary, Michael Rooker is married to
Elizabeth
Banks. And they're not feeling it one night, they're arguing, whatever, she doesn't want to do anything, and he just goes out on the town, goes out to a bar, right? And he runs into an old gal pal at the bar. So him and his gal pal go gallivanting into the woods. And there's this little nest thing.
Yeah, they come across this unknown object.
It shoots Michael Rooker in the chest, like a little sting or something, and
then...
long story short, he eventually turns into this guy.
Yeah. That artwork is awesome, by the way. The practical effects were awesome. I mean, at the end of the movie, when you see him in his, like, final form, like, I think we could talk spoilers here.
Yeah.
I think pretty much, I feel like we're the only ones who haven't seen it.
We're about 10 years too late, maybe more.
Yeah, so at the end of the movie, when you see him in his full form, like, that scene is just so grossly awesome.
He almost looks like chewed up bubble gum.
Yeah, he
does. Looks like double bubble, like a bunch of double bubbles.
But like double bubble that was like found under the couch.
Yeah.
Because there's like hair sticking
Oh my god.
This is just, the acting was really good. Elizabeth Banks is really good because I feel like she's a good actress, but like, for instance, you didn't see Power Rangers, but she was kind of like overacting.
Yeah.
This, she was really good in.
Yeah. And supposedly this was the start of the Michael Rooker, James Gunn collaboration, where he's basically appeared in almost all of his films since.
We actually watched the interview that was on here. It was
Scream Factory does not disappoint. One of the great interviews of just James Gunn talking about what he had to do to get this film made, and it just, that whole process just fascinates me.
How he originally wasn't going to direct it. He just wrote the screenplay to sell off to somebody, but then he got offers, so that he ended up doing it. He always wanted to work with Michael Rooker, so he finally did, and like, obviously he's been in everything since.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this film, probably one of my favorite horror films now, honestly, and it's got a lot of elements of just everything. You got a little sci-fi in there. You got a little zombie,
bit of comedy, zombies. It's got something for everybody.
There's a lot of like little slight references to horror films. Like obviously he was inspired by. You got like a little, like just from this cover alone, you got the little Nightmare on Elm Street bathtub kind of thing.
Yeah, with the downward angle looking up.
Overall got inspiration all over the place, but it all comes together perfectly. One thing about James Gunn, every movie I watch of his, I'm becoming more and more of a fan, because
definitely
his dialogue and the way because he mostly writes and directs everything he does. And his writing is so fresh and funny, and it's never stale, and I love the dialogue between the characters in all of his movies, and that's probably one of my favorite things about James Gunn. Yeah,
like each of his characters, like even if you don't know everything about the character, you still feel like you know them.
Yeah, he makes them likable, like, you know, you can still get behind them, or complete opposite, hate them, you know. It's just
I feel like you don't hate too many of his characters though. Like even if they're like the bad guy, like Michael Rooker was kind of bad but kind of good in this movie, you still didn't hate him.
No, he just writes these characters so well, where you feel like you know their whole life in just a couple of scenes, just by their personalities, and a lot of that is a credit to the acting, obviously. Now we're gonna be on the hunt for his next film, Super, because we have somehow that slipped between the cracks for us too. I think that's a little more indie, but
I remember seeing previews for it, and when we pulled it up, I recognized the poster, but I never saw it with Rainn Wilson and yeah, obviously Michael Rooker.
So what are we grading this thing? Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a B+.
B+?
B+. I had a lot of fun with it, and
yeah,
it's something I can see myself watching.
Yeah, definitely
like,
has a
lot
lot of...
I could definitely watch it again and again.
A lot of rewatch value. I'll go A-. This was just one of the better horror films I've seen in recent years, and now I understand all the hype it's been getting. That how do you know, you gotta watch Slither, I'm finally glad we did.
And I'm glad it's a Scream Factory release.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad...
The transfer is beautiful. I mean, it's not an old movie, but...
No, but any film that gets the Scream Factory treatment is just... You cannot go wrong. Even if you hate a film, you could just go through all the special features.
And it's so interesting.
And the process of how a movie gets made fascinates me, and Scream Factory really fulfills you with all that.
All right.
That's our take on Slither. Even though we're 10 years too late, what are you gonna do? Better late than never, right?
Definitely, I would say. So, as always, give this video a big thumbs up.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys later.
See you later.